The story of Moses splitting the Red Sea is a testament to God's power and faithfulness. It demonstrates God's ability to make a way when there seems to be no way. In the land of Egypt, the Israelites, God's chosen people, were enslaved and oppressed by Pharaoh. But God had a plan to deliver them from their bondage and lead them to the promised land. God chose a man named Moses to be their leader. Moses had a deep faith in God and trusted in his power and promises. With God's guidance, Moses confronted Pharaoh, demanding the release of the Israelites. But Pharaoh's heart remained hardened, and he refused to let them go. God sent a series of plagues upon Egypt to demonstrate his power and persuade Pharaoh to release the Israelites. These plagues included turning the Nile River into blood, sending swarms of frogs and flies, and even bringing darkness upon the land. But Pharaoh still did not yield. Finally, God spoke to Moses and told him of the final plague, the death of the firstborn in every household. However, God provided a way of salvation for the Israelites. He instructed them to sacrifice a lamb and mark their doorposts with its blood. When the angel of death passed through the land, it would pass over the houses marked with the blood of the lamb, sparing their firstborn. Pharaoh's heart was broken, and he finally allowed the Israelites to leave. The people of Israel hurriedly gathered their belongings and set off towards the wilderness. God led them by a pillar of cloud during the day and a pillar of fire at night. But soon after their departure, Pharaoh had a change of heart. He regretted his decision and decided to pursue the Israelites with his army. As the Egyptian army closed in on the Israelites, panic and fear gripped the people. But Moses, filled with faith, trusted in God's plan. God instructed Moses to stretch out his hand over the Red Sea. As Moses obeyed, an incredible miracle unfolded before their eyes. The waters of the Red Sea parted, creating a dry path through the midst of the sea. With the sea standing like walls on both sides, the Israelites crossed over on dry ground. They marveled at the power and faithfulness of God, walking with a sense of astonishment. As the last of the Israelites safely reached the other side, Moses stretched out his hand again, and the waters of the Red Sea rushed back, drowning the pursuing Egyptian army. Not a single soldier survived. The Israelites rejoiced and praised God for his deliverance. God had rescued them from the hands of their oppressors and brought them through the waters to a place of safety. This teaches us to trust in God's provision and guidance, even in the face of overwhelming challenges. Just as God delivered the Israelites from their bondage, he continues to deliver and lead his people to freedom and victory in our lives today. This is the end of this episode. Follow for more.